Because of sensationalism and because it looks good on camera, you think the face of shoplifting looks like this. That looks perfectly great on camera. That's great for clicks. That's great for the narrative. But the majority of real shoplifters look, act, and think like this.
So my brother's visiting and he was like, why is everything at CVS locked up? Like, who was going to CVS and stealing deodorant? And I didn't know how to be like, oh, that was me.
What it look like, TV?
I am back. What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did ya miss me?
Your very own spokesman for the Insidians. We're inside and we're comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And I'm back with another one. And today we're going to dig back into shoplifting and how everybody does it. It's relevant and it's a problem in every state, whether it's a red or blue state. A lot of y'all are running around talking this. Doesn't happen in red states. Doesn't happen in red states. Explain this video then. Explain this video. Now that video was from Charlotte, North Carolina. And if you know anything about North Carolina has been a red state since it flipped in 2008. That's why I ask and I beg and I plead to y'all, leave the politics out of the comment section.
With all due respect, shut the hell up. I don't want to hear that.
Because when y'all start infusing the politics into the entertainment, y'all arguments don't even make no sense because y'all trying so hard to push a point. Like people ain't shoplifting in red states. Y'all sound stupid. And then another narrative that y'all try to push down in the comments section is that it's quote unquote the usual suspects. So in this video right here, we're gonna see if any of these people are your quote unquote usual suspects. Let's start off with the first person.
I used to have this friend who would always shoplift, and I was kind of like the proverbial good girl. Like, I didn't get in trouble, I didn't do scary things, so I would hang out with her and I would go into Walmart and she would bring like a whole freaking book bag and she would fill that thing up with like all this makeup and all this other fun stuff like that I really wanted. She would get home and she would do like a big haul and I would be so jealous.
Okay, I'm jealous.
Because gosh, she got all this stuff for like free, and like I got my little allowance and I tried to budget, but like I couldn't afford all that stuff. I wanted that clout, but I was afraid to shoplift. So eventually she taught me how to shoplift and I began my own shoplifting career. A few years later I went to prison and that friend actually died. So don't shoplift.
When I see y'all comments in the comments section, I just be giggling. Because y'all have no idea how much makeup is being stolen right now as we speak. And a lot of these malls are in the suburbs where it ain't no black people around, and this makeup is still being stolen every day.
Every day. I mean, every day.
But y'all want to act and assume like only black people or only urban people steal, when everybody steals.
I got banned from Target from stealing. Okay, this happened years ago when I was in high school.
That's what they all say.
But still, this is a core memory for me. I feel like everyone at that age was stealing. It was like literally normal. Like, so one time I went to Target and I basically stole like freaking like lip liner or like Aquaphor or something, and basically I got caught at the door. Like when I was trying to leave, they like basically was like, oh, they caught me stealing, and they brought me in the back. I was banned from that Target.
So far we got 2 people and neither one of them gave me vibes like they grew up on 5th and Lehigh or 20th and Tasker or something like that, or down in Richard Island Projects. Nobody's giving these vibes off yet, but they got sticky fingers just like the people in the hood. Maybe it's because people steal, but don't take my word for it. Let's move on to our next case study and see why they were stealing and what they look like and if they're a usual suspect.
So when I was 18, freshly 18, my friend and I got arrested for shoplifting from Macy's. We went on probably like a 2-week stint where we were just out of control shoplifting. Honestly, we should have been caught the first day because we were pretty dumb, but
you wasn't the usual suspect. So instead of them following you around so they could catch you stealing, they was too busy following me around, and they ended up getting nothing. Dummies. I'm sorry, Mr. Miyagi, where you at?
You stay focused.
Back to the video, y'all.
So basically how we got started was she worked at early in the dressing room, and basically I would come in and I would, you know, hang the things on the rack. She would count them because she was the person working the dressing room. It didn't matter if there were a few things that weren't on the rack that should have been. So we did this for a little bit. And then after doing that a few times, I guess we thought we were criminal masterminds or something, because I mean,
I'm so sick of being smarter than everyone else.
we went on a rampage and we hit up, like it was bad. We were absolutely out of control. We may have went to a different Macy's the night before and had really good luck, probably because it was close to close and it was a different location, allegedly. So the next day we thought we would try our luck at the Cumberland Macy's. If you know Cumberland Mall, you know why this is where we fucked up. So we're looking around, we're shopping, having a blast. We think we're so smart. I'm loading up Christmas presents. I got a Fossil wallet for my boyfriend.
I'm okay. Yeah.
Well, because we were so cocky, we were openly talking about this in the dressing rooms. And I think they already suspected that we were doing something shady. So someone came into the dressing room while we were in there. They heard the whole thing. They heard us talking to each other because we were stupid. And so we come out of the dressing room, we think everything's all cool. And then yeah, we spent the night in Cobb County Jail.
It don't matter what color you are, what race you are, what your pronouns are.
Hi, my name is Erin. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm
If you are in the red state, blue state, people like to steal. People get addicted to stealing, especially once they get away with it a couple times. And it's just a factor of life. You can't put it on one group of people over another group of people. And people start coming up with the craziest excuses in their head on why they should steal. Let's go back to the lady from the intro, and she gonna explain to you why she felt the need to steal all that deodorant from CVS. Because in her mind, she was in the right for stealing this deodorant. Check out her excuse.
So my brother's visiting, and he was like, why is everything at CVS locked up? Like, who was going to CVS and stealing deodorant? And I didn't know how to be like, oh, that was me. I buy it on Amazon right now because I'm not giving CVS any money. I like hate CVS because like for years they tried to get me to donate to cure diabetes. Like CVS, like why don't you go fucking cure diabetes with the millions of dollars you're getting from us? Why are you asking me for money? It pissed me off, and they started stealing from CVS.
You gotta be kidding.
So I was part of the problem, but you know what? I am still not buying deodorant there. Asking me for money when you have money? You want me? You're gonna guilt me about my brother's diabetes? And be like, will you go cure diabetes, bitch? You people cure diabetes.
She lost her mind.
Absolutely crazy. Crazy. Scruples. Need some Scooby snacks or whatever. Crazy.
This is nothing but.
So because CVS ran a diabetes fundraiser, that gives you the right to infinitely steal deodorant from CVS because they asked you to donate. And they didn't ask you specifically. They probably just had something up on the cash register. And you took that much offense that you think it gave you a lifetime credit on deodorant.
That just makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just bull.
I'm telling you, man, the things people come up in their mind to justify stealing is incredible. But let's check out this next lady's story and see if she's a usual suspect.
First, I just went to Old Navy, which, let me tell you something, I have not been to Old Navy. I don't know what's going on here. I haven't been to Old Navy. I literally can't remember. I'm serious. Because, first of all, I used to shoplift there to support my heroin addiction. And I never got busted. I've definitely been chased out of there, but I never did get busted there.
I'm hoping it's starting to sink in on y'all, man, that there's no rhyme and reason to who becomes a thief. And people are stealing everywhere, no matter where they're located. If you're selling something, if it's something to steal, people are trying to steal it. It's just human nature. Doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. It depends on that individual. But anyway, before we get up out of here, let's get to the most unusual of the most unusual suspects. And y'all tell me if y'all ever thought that this person right here would be responsible for an $8 million shoplifting ring.
What this little California housewife did is actually insane. Her name is Michelle Mack, and she was running an $8 million theft ring out of her freaking basement. She had around 12 different women working for her, and she would fly them out to all these different stores like Ulta, LensCrafter. I don't know what you're gonna steal from LensCrafter.
Oh God.
Sephora, Macy's, Bloomingdale's, Prada, Bath & Body Works, Victoria's Secret, and Sunglass Hut. These women, who were nicknamed the California Girls, would take their stolen product and ship it back to Michelle's house. And just to put into perspective how large of a criminal enterprise this was, they had robbed more than 231 separate Ulta beauty stores. Let that sink in. Anyways, once it made it back to Michelle and her husband's home, they would then inventory it and sell it on Amazon.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Finally, on December 6, 2023, authorities raided their home and found more than $300,000 worth of product in the basement. This group of people, who all pleaded not guilty, have been charged with more than 140 felonies, including conspiracy to commit organized retail theft, grand theft, and receipt of stolen property.
$8 million, man. If anybody's responsible for closing some stores down, I think Miss Michelle Mack might be first in line to take some of this responsibility if y'all want to be mad at somebody. I'm just saying though. She didn't look like the usual suspect, did she? Did she? So cut it out.
Stop. Stop it.
It comes down to the individual. And if you're willing to take a trip to the dark side, I guess, or whatever.
Give yourself to the dark side.
But y'all tell me how y'all feel about this one, man. What y'all experiences is. Because they want to try to convince y'all that when the stores start looking like this right here, that it's going to be black people's fault and only people in the city's fault. This is a problem for everybody. They stealing the same way in the suburbs like they stealing in the city. They could just hide it a little bit better, and it's not a sexy story. I'm sorry, man. Y'all just walking out the store with y'all stuff when we got on masks and we running and we jumping through the store and we got trash bags. Looks a whole lot more YouTube ready and news ready. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel about this one in the comments section.
Tell me how you felt about what just happened there.
If you'd have made it to this point in the video, you are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here.